All right, cool. All right, guys, thanks for jumping on tonight. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple different things that are going to really, really help your business November, December. And one of them wouldn't be possible if seriously it wasn't for one of our teammates. I'm going to share screen with you guys so you can see. I hope you guys can see. All right, so here, move this over here. See anything? And oh my gosh, I don't even know if I have the website. Hold on. I think it's like It's like Wix. Hold on. I need to find the website. You guys. Anyway, while I'm finding this, I'm going to go back into my, because I'm afraid to I have like 60 million things open I have two different browsers. And I'm afraid if I open my other browser, it's going to stop sharing the screen. So let me find the link to this quick. One of our teammates was on the call, Elizabeth. She set up this awesome website for us, and she was showing it to me this afternoon. And it's so awesome, you guys. It's going to help organize, because I know we've been moving everything into the Team Fit Hoots Google Doc page. And I know you guys, you have questions, you have issues with certain things, like, issues with inviting, or issues with what to send your new coaches, issues with just doing your new coach training or being a part of the challenge groups. And I wanted the Google Doc page to really be a place that was easy to find information, but I still think if you're not familiar with Google Docs, which I wasn't when I first started using it, oh my God, I'm like scrolling through these messages.
I just sent you the link.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm like all the way at the top of our messages. Thank you. All right, I got it. So you guys are going to see this. So the Google Doc thing, I wasn't very comfortable with it. I wanted to get us on it as a team because, say Facebook closes down tomorrow or something and you can't access the information, or, this is just one place. I know I had talked to you guys about Meg's modules and her training site. Well, at the time, Elizabeth was already working on a site for us. And I said to her, I'm like, I want us to have our own site, but after, talking it over and, me and Elizabeth thought we could just add Meg's training right onto our site. But it also has, this is it, you guys, it also has new coach training. It takes you to our team Facebook page, our Google Drive, my YouTube channel where all my trainings are, my current challenge group for the month, which we can change. So every month that whatever challenge group I'm running, you can, if you're not in the team page, you can still access it from the website, and our t-shirts. So we're actually going to add on here the most updated training page. So, 10-day launch, if we're running that, if we're running, the Girl Boss training, everything's going to be on here, and it's really fun and awesome. There is going to be some updates. There is going to be a password. It's just Fit Hoots for now. So if you try to hit something and get into it, so you hit Fit Hoots, then it takes you to our new coach training. I believe this is going to start playing. You guys have seen probably my welcome to the team video. But this is for your coaches too. So when you sign a coach, you can send them their welcome email. I mean, you can go to our team Google page from here. You can get the documents. Your new coach can hit new coach documents. It's going to take them right to our Google page where all the new coach documents are. So I know some coaches are like, where do I find this? Where's this resource? Where's this training? And, I can only point, I can't be there all the time for everybody. And I know I don't want you guys to feel like you have to come to me with these questions. I want you to be independent learners. So I believe this is going to be awesome for our team because, one, you can go on there before you feel like you have to. I mean, I want you guys to come to me and ask me questions, of course, but I want you to feel like you can go and have access to all of our training, and your coaches have access to training. So the training modules are where you can access Meg's training as well. And honestly, you guys, it's not just Meg in her training. All of her top coaches, including me, we're helping with what we believe, like what trainings we think, like who came out with the best, how to grow your team, who came up with the best Power Hour video, who, what's the best video to explain Team Cycle Bonus. Like we literally broke down, what you need to know as a coach and in order. Like when you're a brand new coach, your first month, you're just trying to learn about the business, your new coaches you bring onto the team. So these modules are listed right on our website. You can go to them. You can go through the training. You have all the access now to Team Fit Huge Challenge groups, our team page. So when you go and have a new coach sign up, and I said to you guys, our chat tonight is going to be about how you can maximize your business. I believe this training website and our team page is, if you're having a rough month or a slow month or you're a new coach, and you can use this to maximize your business. You can come onto the team page. No excuses that you don't know how to use Google Docs. You couldn't find the link. It really is, such an amazing resource. So thank you so much, Elizabeth, for putting so much time. You guys, shout her out because seriously, I am not that technical savvy. I think that's why it took us so long to get everything onto the Google website. So when Elizabeth said that she could do this for us, I was just like, yeah. So she was showing me how to do it today. So I'm not going to be knocking down her door every time I erase something or do something wrong. I can do it myself. So anyway, you guys, I want to hear your feedback. I want you to check it out. I want you to, I'm going to put a new coach welcome video up because obviously things have changed since I made that video. But it's going to kind of go over, the different little links and stuff. And I'm super pumped about that. So get on there, check it out. I want your feedback. Elizabeth probably wants to hear what you guys think about it too. She spent so much time doing this for us and it's awesome. So, sorry my computer is being so slow. I think with the screen sharing, it just is going a little slower. But guys, personal development, everything's here. I was just blown away. I was looking at it earlier. I'm like, this is legit. This is so cool that we have this site now. So I'm going to share the link on our team page. I'm going to send it out to my new coaches because it has everything on it that a new coach would need, how to get to the trainings, how to get into our challenge group, how to get to our team page. And it's all set up for you guys to just hand to your new coaches. So there's no what do I do? What do I send them to? They're not really on Facebook. They don't like to be on Facebook. Well, then give them the website and say, here's where you can get started. Check out the training modules. Check out the new coach documents. That's where you should get started. You guys, I'm even getting started. I've been going through Meg's training site. So if you haven't even checked out those trainings, it's Anita Myron, awesome trainings there. It goes in order of, not importance, but pretty much from a beginner coach all the way up to, challenge groups and social media training. It's all in there. And you guys know Meg's pregnant. She's about to pop. And she wanted a site. This was her mindset making her site. That when she signed a coach, she's going to have a newborn baby. So she wants a place that she can say, go to this site. This is what you need. Well, now we have it. And they can come to our site. They can get to Meg's training as well. They're not missing out on any of the different teams. I know there's so many awesome teams that we're a part of. We get access. We get resources from. And I know it's overwhelming sometimes. So this hopefully is going to become a centralized port for the team. It's going to help everyone stay on top of things, and it's going to be easy if you want to email me, because you guys know sometimes you Facebook message me, and that shit is crazy. sometimes my Facebook messages, like, it's not that I'm ignoring you guys. It's just if I send out 20 invites the day before, my Facebook, like, I'm not even trying to look at my notifications if you're tagging me and stuff. Like, so I don't want you guys to ever think I'm missing out or not messaging you. So email me. Like, I love that link is there. Okay, so moving on, I said I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple things. November and December are hard months in our business, okay? It's hard to come on as a coach at this point unless you are going for your results, like your own results. And I'm talking from experience. When I came on as a coach, it was November 3rd. I was focused on my results. I wasn't thinking about challenge groups, inviting, and right now I'm like trying to get you guys to like think that way. Like, you want to be doing these power of threes. And when I came on, I had nobody telling me what to do. Like, there was no Meg training website. Literally challenge packs just came out. Like, that stuff wasn't around. So you guys, like, coming on as a coach now, it's like coaches have like a silver spoon. Like, there's so much training, there's so much stuff, but sometimes it's like so overwhelming. So right now, what was going on when I became a coach, I was just sharing my stuff. And you guys are doing great at that. Like, whoever's I see who's on the call. I see I can't tell if you're dialed in what your number is, but I go and I check out your sites. Like, and I see some of you on my timeline. Again, remember, I have almost 3,000 people on my timeline. If I don't see you guys, like, it's not that I'm not trying to not see your stuff. Like, I don't want anyone to feel a certain way if I don't always like, but if I see it on my timeline, I'm hitting it. And then sometimes I go and peek and like check you guys out, especially if you're coming to me with questions and you need help about something. I want to see what you're putting out there so I can say, hey, this is what you should try, or this is what you should, implement this. So free groups in November, when I signed up as a coach, is what I rocked. And it's because I didn't really, I knew I was already drinking Shakeology. I was buying it on eBay. So for me, when it was introduced to me, I needed more. I was like, what the heck? I'll get a challenge pack. I was a very easy sign up. I didn't think I'd do anything with the business. So don't think that just because someone's not going to be interested in the opportunity, like not talking to them about the challenge pack is scary, or like, oh, they're going to say no, or they don't want to be a coach. Well, that's fine. I didn't even know what coaching was. And Meg's like, you have 6 programs by Beachbody. Like, why aren't you a coach? She's like, you have Insanity and all the, not even 21 Day Fix, but Turbo Jam. I had all this stuff. And I'm like, well, it was going to save me money. Why not? All right, fine. And I really didn't think about it like much past that. So don't get in your head about it this time of the year. I know a lot of people are going to be giving us price objections, but still offer it to people, you guys. Like, say, I know it's that time of year, you're trying to save money. Well, this is the best deal. Like, honestly, if you're trying to save money, get the best bang for your buck, this is what I would suggest. Don't be afraid of the no. You're going to get a lot of them right now, but you have to look at these months as planting seeds. So the free group is what I did. And I recently just tried to revive my accountability group. Some of you guys may have been in my very first accountability group. I stopped even adding coaches to it because it was so dead. So if you're sitting there right now and you're like, my accountability group sucks, no one's posting, well, mine sucks too. And I kept working at it and working at it and working at it and adding people and adding people and adding people. And I got a little bit of fire, but then I started doing all these other groups, and I kind of let that one, especially over the past year, die out. And I realized, like, I'm getting back to basics with my business, and I realized how much that free group catapulted me, my confidence, my relationships, and it gave me a place to, like, not have to be a coach. I was almost like, this is my accountability too. And that's how I approach my friends. So right now, to maximize your November and December, I know you guys have tons of lists, and you hear me say, make your list and da-da-da-da. And if you don't have at least one list to your name right now, like, make a damn list and invite. My first list was 8 people. 8 people. I had 100 maybe friends on Facebook. And I was posting pictures of my Brazil butt lift. And anyone who liked it, I wrote their name down. I went back over a couple posts and started, like, writing people's names down. I made a little letter saying, look, I'm trying to lose 40 pounds. I'm doing this group. I don't care if you're doing Beachbody. Like, yes, I'm a coach, but I don't care if you're doing Beachbody. Like, if you're working out at the gym, if you're doing this, whatever, let's just check in. If you're interested, sweet. If you make a free account with me, I'll send you a free packet of Shakeology to try and call it a day. So I got some of my very first customers because they joined my free group, and I did it through a personal message. I did it in a group personal message, which now I would probably recommend. I would recommend doing a group message if you have less than 10, 15 people, or personally inviting. But I opened up a general accountability group. I know some of you guys have those. So if you already have one, think about those people in there and think about, what can I do for 5 days that's going to fire them up, that's going to engage them, that's going to get them excited? And then think about that idea. Ask people on your page, like, who wants to do this for 5 days? Put them in the accountability group, okay? Put them in the accountability group. Even though you're only going to be doing this for 5 days, they're still going to stay in your accountability group. And you're going to say to them at the end of whatever your 5-day or 3-day, or let's do 100 ounces of water for the next 3 weeks or the next 3 days, or, water weekend. I'm making sure I hit half my ounces in my water all weekend this weekend. I have tons of holiday parties, or I'm trying to, keep myself hydrated and fight the temptation. Something, you guys. I wanted to talk to you guys about this 7-day crock pot challenge that I just found out about. And I think a lot of you know about it. If you don't, just to catch you up to speed, I posted about it in the team page. A coach is doing a free 7-day crock pot event. She's holding it in an event. You can do it in the event or in your accountability group. I really recommend, if you do events, they work good. Elizabeth loves running events. I had personally never thought about doing a group in an event. She had told me some of the benefits of what the event does. I would still put them in your accountability group. Even if you keep it going on the event, move on over and say, hey, look, I know we have this event, but I have this special group for people that I really want to work with. Like, I tried to make it, I fluffed it up, but I wanted them to treat it with the amount of respect, that I was treating it. Like, I wanted them to know I was going to show up in there for them. I was going to post my workouts in there with them. And that's kind of where I fell off, because I started doing all these challenge groups. And you guys are at a point where you're not, you might not be filling challenge groups yet. You might have one challenge pack. So if you saw the 7-day crock pot, it can be as easy, guys, as a 7-day crock pot or a water weekend. Or at this time of year, my first challenge that I actually ran was Chalene Johnson's 5-day clean eating. And it was something I did after Thanksgiving to bring in December. And I had people losing 5, 6, 7 pounds just from this free group. And at the end of December, they didn't come around right away, but they got these results. And at the end of December, beginning of January, some of those people came back and they're like, you know what? I remember that 5-day group. I want to do another group with you. They might not get challenge packs, but this is the thing. You're building up your credibility with them. So think of a group that you can do. If you don't have an accountability group, maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's what you want to build this month and all the seeds that you're planting in November and December. Don't come to me and say, nobody's posting in my group. That happens to all of us, guys. Like, people don't post in my group sometimes. I have like 60 people in my challenge group right now, and I think it's coaches checking in. Like, it sucks sometimes. It's a hard time of year, and I'm being real with you about it. It's going to be hard. We're going to have our own struggles. So right now, if you're stressing yourself out and you're getting down on yourself about not hitting Success Club and all those things, get your mind right, because that's going to come if you're building the credibility with people now. I told you, I didn't hit Success Club. I hit Success Club, then I didn't, then I hit it, then I didn't. And then I finally was like, you know what? I'm not missing it anymore. But I did miss it a couple times in the beginning. It was when I made that choice that I wasn't going to miss it, and I had built up the confidence of hitting it once or twice. I'm like, well, I did it then. Like, what was I doing? So, I mean, I understand you guys. It's going to take that first time getting it and then having that confidence. And maybe you don't get it the next month, but you did the same thing and you planted those seeds. The free group is where it's at this time of year because people want to know you want to help them for free. They're saving money for Christmas. They're stuffing themselves with cookies. So I want you, I know it's bad, but everyone's drinking, overindulging, bloated, gross, feeling, I mean, right after Thanksgiving, I'm doing a 3-day refresh challenge. You know, that's what I'm talking to my people about right now. I'm saying if you join my Hot for the Holidays and you get the 3-day refresh 21-day fix kit, it's on sale. You know, I think it's $180. Normally it's $205. And I'm telling them, like, right after the 3-day refresh, we're going to do that together after Thanksgiving. Then we're going to do 21 days, a 21-day fix. Then I'm going to say, you know, Hammer Chisel or 21-day fix extreme because it's going to run all next month too. I'm pretty sure. So think about like how you want to set it up, but come up with something, something that, you know, it doesn't have to be following a nutrition plan buy, you know, go out and buy all this. But if you want to do that, I mean, that makes you look pretty legit. I'm telling you, when you can give someone, and I have all of that stuff on our Google, like on our website, like, you know, go to our website, hit the Google Drive, get over there, get all the resources. Day 1, day 2, I mean, I have the pictures, guys. I mean, it's right there. Don't be afraid. Like, you're going to have people who are like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. They go shopping and they never show up. That's on them. They're not mind ready, but you need to keep showing up. You need to choose something, go with it, and rock that this month and next month. Because sticking with the power of threes, I usually say, you know, if you do that every day, Monday through Friday, heck, you take weekends off, but you're still showing up Monday through Friday or 5 days a week, whatever your days are, and you're doing that power of threes, and you are inviting, physically asking someone to join a group with you, to join a challenge with you, then you're going to hit Success Club because it's a numbers thing. Like, as long as you're going to get 1 out of 10. I went over this with you guys before. It's a numbers thing. So, you know, your odds are, if you're inviting, and not like, you know, 3 people every day, you're going to get those people who are going to commit. And then the follow-up, those people who already told you no. It took me following up with people like 6 times. And I can go back and show you. Like, I would send, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. I would send my hey girl messages. Just checking in. You know, I'm here. I have a group this month. I wanted to see. I know we talked about it before. Would this be something you're interested in now? Or I have a free group coming up. I knew my challenge group wasn't for you before. Maybe this would work for you now. So the follow-up too, like, you can't just invite once. So the follow-up too is important. Like, I'll tell you guys what, in my business right now, the follow-up is what I am hitting hard. I'm going back through old sheets, old lists, like, I'm going through my customers, like, I'm pulling out my business activity trackers from 2 years ago, and I'm looking at the names that I wrote down, and I'm searching them on my Facebook. I'm going and I'm finding them, and I'm saying, hey, this is why you need to be writing them down, because when you get to months where it's, like, going to be tough, you want these lists, you want these names, you want to invite people to these free groups when you're thinking of, who can I follow up with? I don't have anybody. So that's what that's that. I don't want to keep, because I'm sure this thing's going to pop up and tell me any second that we have like 10 minutes. But I wanted to talk about the training website. I wanted to talk about the free groups. I also wanted to talk about let me see if it's in my inbox. So how many of you guys saw the post that said, if you want to make like an extra $50 or $150 a month, just by working out and losing 10 plus pounds. Like, did anyone see that post? Like, leave your name or something? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying while my computer is going so slow. It would probably help that I didn't have 50 million things open. But one of my coaches, one of my friends, she's not my coach, you guys see how slow this is? Not even typing. Anyway, she had a training with Brandy Bots. If you guys don't follow Brandy Bots, BRANDI last name Botts. If you guys don't follow her, follow her. Her page is awesome. Her like page is awesome. One of her coaches did this post. It's just like 3 sentences. It says, who wants to get paid for losing this weight? Maybe she texted it to me. Let me see. Here it is. Curious. If you get paid $150 a week to work on your fitness goals 5 times per week, focus on your nutrition, in parentheses it says you wouldn't have to be perfect, and work on yourself by reading personal development, and the only thing you had to do was share your experience on social media, would you do it? If yes, comment below. So on her page, she had, when this was on the 8th, I have no idea what it's at now. She had 88 likes and 160 comments. And I know I talked to a coach today, and I am not someone who's going to say like, oh yeah, come on board, make $150. No, she gave me her responses, and it's pretty much laying it out there. Like, if you're willing to do this, I'm going to give you a to-do list, which is the power of 3. And this is what you need to do. You need to start inviting 3 people a day. Who is a brand new person? If they're coming on board and you're setting the standard for them right away, and you're saying, hey, you want to work and post this stuff, make $150 a week. Well, that's pretty much selling a couple challenge packs. Then you need to start inviting. And if they understand like what that entails, and they're still like, okay, I want to learn about this. I have what to send them. So I talked to her, and my assistant saw this, and she's like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, it's out of my comfort zone, to be honest. It's very out of my comfort zone. But you know what? I've tried other things. I've said, hey, I'm looking for interns. Hey, are you looking to make extra money for the holidays? I mean, I feel kind of weird saying that. But this, like being up front, like, hey, I'm curious. If you could make $150 a week by doing this, would you want to find out more? Would you want to be interested in this? And tons of people are like, yeah, what do I have to do? What does it entail? So all these comments she got. So I said to her, I'm going to do this. And I said, I'm going to put it up on Wednesday night because I'm going to be up. I have a team call. I can respond to everybody after the team call. I'll put it up in the evening because that gets great traction. And she said, you know what? I had no plan when I put this up. She's like, I didn't even know if it was going to work. She's like, but I really wish I had an event lined up so I would have something to invite them to. She sent me her responses, what she says, like message 1, message 2, what she asks them. And then she says, well, you know what? If you get to the 3rd message and they're really still interested, I'm having a backstage pass with my team on da-da-da-da-da. Here's the link. Come check it out. And then as a team, we would run a backstage pass, which have been so successful, like for every person who's ran them. I mean, when me and Shannon did one, she signed up 2 people. I had 2 people sign up from that. Me and her ran it together. Our team was in there helping. If we don't run one as a team, I can run it with a couple of Meg's Diamonds. You guys can come in and help field questions. But pretty much what it is like every 15 minutes, a new post goes up into the event. And it's a video from a stay-at-home mom. It's a video from a mom with twins. It talks about pyramid scheme. It talks about how you make money. All the things that people are curious about coaching, it addresses all of it. And in such a great way that people are like, oh, that's really cool. And then there's coaches in there answering the questions. If you've not been a part of an event, I totally recommend checking one out or going back and looking at the links that I've posted, because some of them you can still go and still check out. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to Austin this weekend. Texas in the house, whoever is in Texas right now. But look at Melina. She's like, yeah. But I'm going to Texas this weekend. So I decided, after talking to Wendy, the coach who was running it, I decided, you know what? It's not fair for me to post this and then make everyone wait for me to respond to them or respond on the fly or make them wait a couple days to get my response. That's not how I want to handle it. So when I get back next week, I'm going to put this post up on Tuesday or Wednesday night. And I think everyone in our team who's serious about getting some seeds planted about the opportunity, because, you know, you're not going to have those people just say, yeah, I want to be a coach right away. I mean, sometimes you might. But, I mean, you're going to have people who are going to be curious about this post. Because it says curious. The first word is curious. And then we kind of put that little blurb. I think we should do this. I mean, it's way out of my comfort zone. I know it's out of your comfort zones if it's out of my comfort zone. And I think, you know, if we do it together, it's going to be, I mean, even if we get one person ask a question, it's a success. Like, some of us diamond coaches, diamond and above guys, we're like, oh my God, what if nobody says anything? And we're all chatting. And then finally the first video goes up. We get one question and one of the coaches is like, yes, one question so far. She's like, that means this was a success. So as long as we get one question, like, whatever, like, it might suck, but it might be awesome. And me and Shannon said the same thing. We had no idea how our event would turn out, and we had people asking questions. So I believe that we should put this up next week. We should plan a backstage event for our team and think about a couple days that will work. I'm looking at the schedule now, at the calendar. I know I didn't put a team calendar up, and you guys, I want your honest to God feedback. If a team calendar helped you and you notice that I didn't put one up, tell me, and I'll make sure I put one up every month. I honestly didn't know if you guys were benefiting from the team calendar or not, if you were even looking at the team calendar. So I'll be honest, I didn't put a team calendar up for November, but there was a couple times that I'm like, man, I wish I would have made that so I can, like, keep myself on track. So if you guys miss it and you want me to do it again, I don't mind doing it as long as I know it's helping you. I'll do it. But I'm going to be back on the 16th. So I'm going to put it up the 17th or the 18th. And I'm thinking maybe we can do our event like the 23rd, Monday the 23rd, and rock with it. You know, we'll put our event up. We'll have a couple days to follow up with people. We'll have our event on Monday, or we could even put it up on Tuesday the 17th and run our event on you know, Thursday. We'll give it 1 or 2 days. But I think, you know, we should probably give it a few more days. I don't know. We'll discuss this more. I want your guys' feedback, seriously, in the Miracle Morning groups. I think all of you are in there. Please comment tonight and give me your feedback, what you think about what we're talking about, if you have questions about what event you need to do, or what free group you want to do. If you have a question about or some type of input, I'm going to take this picture of what since I have it in the text, I'll put this up in our Miracle Morning group, and you guys can see the post and, you know, read it yourself. And, you know, you might feel a certain way. I seen it up on the timeline, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But the more I've been thinking about it, and when I talked to Wendy today, the coach who ran it, she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, it's so crazy when you're upfront and honest with someone how much they're like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Or, all right, well, are you going to train me? Are you going to tell me what to do? Like, I think we put so much pressure on this whole, like, coaching, like, oh, you want to become a coach? And we freak ourselves out. So I think, you know, if we set the standards right away on how, you know, Scotty Hawk said this. He's like, I went to my coach and I told her I needed to make $10,000 and I needed to leave my job. What do I need to do? And she's like, well, I can't guarantee you're going to make $10,000, but I can tell you the activities you can do that will generate that income. Now that he's making like that a week in one business center, probably more. So it's like, if we can tell them, you know, you can make up to this amount doing this. If you're consistent with these activities, of course you can make that. I mean, if someone has the guts to turn around and ask 3 of their family members, hey, do you want to buy a challenge pack, and 3 of their girlfriends or whatever, and they all decide to, yeah, they're going to make $150 in a week if they have a couple friends and family over the holidays, especially come January, that they want to inspire, because if we're asking them to share it on Facebook, you're willing to share your journey. You want to know what the biggest thing is when I have coaches? They're afraid to share. They're afraid to talk about what they're doing. They're afraid to talk to people or put it on Facebook. So if I'm telling you from the gate, you need to share like what you're doing, that's how you're going to make this $150 a week. How many stay-at-home moms, like, are going to get curious about that? So I think we just need to drop the fear, go for it. And oh my gosh, I thought this whole thing shut down for a minute. I'm like, am I just sitting here rambling? And because I'm on screen share and I just saw my Facebook and I'm like, wait a minute, where is everybody? So anyway, I'm going to open it up for some questions. Let me go ahead and cancel this. So guys, if you have a question, unmute yourself. I'm going to stop the share. Yay, look at all these people. Diane, you look like you're ready to go to sleep. She's like, Oh, you're so funny. I'm going to take a quick picture of you guys. Smile. I look so busted. Today was like such a bad day. But you know what? I'm going to show you my power threes because I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Some days are not good. Look at that. This is not a good day. And I'm keeping it real. Some days we don't have good days. Today, just everything seemed to go wrong. And I followed up with 3 people, invited 1 person, and did 1 hey girl. Like, that's not that great, but it's better than having nothing, right? So anyway, who has any questions? We have 2 minutes. No? Come on, you guys. All right. No questions? What do you guys think?
I have a question.
Okay, cool. What's up, Diane?
Okay, I got in here partway through, and I saw you have a website or something. Are you going to post that somewhere?
Yes, that's Elizabeth. Help us with that website. Elizabeth, give us a raise the roof so everyone knows who you are. Raise the roof. She's like, hi. Elizabeth helped us with, well, she created our website for us. So I'm going to post the link. I told her, I was like, I'm going to unveil it on the team call tonight. So I was like, you better be on in case I have any issues. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, so I'll post that for you. And Meg's training is connected to it. So I know you like to get, Diane's great at like hopping on. She's always like, where's this team call? Where's this team call? So everything is there. Well, Janelle's site's not on there. That might be something we want to add. Team Hardcore. She has a great site.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Aww. There's a baby. Hi. All right, guys. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much. I'm going to post the picture of the curious post, and I'm going to post our website. And if there's no questions, I love that you guys are rocking the Miracle Morning. I hope it's changing your life. I mean, some days I didn't even get mine done today, and everything is making such a hot mess. So hopefully you guys can tell the difference the days you do it and the days you don't do it, how it really does help, like so much. So thank you guys. I really always think I'm going to log on here and no one's going to be here, but then I see all you guys and I'm like, yay, I get all excited. So can you please leave me your feedback, honest to God, if you want the calendar again, so I can do that. I want you guys to post about the team speak, what you think of it. Share your feelings about the what date you think we should do our backstage pass, and that's it. That's what I want to hear from you guys. All right? Have a good night, guys. Bye.